Welcome back. This is the Writers Bloc for the Virtual Channel Network. I am David Mulligan, your host, and we are looking at Raiders of the Lost Ark, written by Lawrence Kasdan. This is a groundbreaking movie. I mean, Raiders of the Lost Ark, when it came out, just changed everything. And where did it start? It started on the page. It always starts on the page. So it always helps to look back even 30 years. With the new Indiana Jones that came out, the fifth one, I don't know which one it is that came out. Well, I think they kind of covered too many bases and there's nothing more they can do. But fresh, brand new, nobody knows who Indiana Jones is, you know. Oh, it looks great on the page. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about Salah. Salah is the Egyptian digger that is a friend of Indy's that he meets in, I believe he meets him in Egypt. I'm not really sure. Great character. You remember him. He's got some great memorable lines and stuff like that. He did really well. The actor did awesome. So when we look at the character on the page, we get to see it a little bit differently because we're not watching a movie, we're reading. Is there anything that we can get from it that's worthwhile? Yes, there is. Check this out. This is, for me, it's page 44, but I'm sure you'll see it on the screen either way. I'm not really sure. Take a look at this. Indy says, "What is it, my friend?" Salah finds it hard to say. When he finally speaks, his words are accompanied by a strange, eerie, foreboding rush of wind through the courtyard. Just a coincidence, we might suppose. Nice, very nice. I really like that. I think that happened. It may not have happened exactly the way in the movie, but when you read it on the page, does it communicate that same sort of feel? Yeah, it does. It does. So in some cases, if you were a new screenwriter and you came to me and you had this, I might caution you. I might say, you know what, you're sort of getting in the head, you're sort of getting into prose. It's more like a novel than a screenplay because can you show it, you know, that kind of thing. But in this case, I'll give it to him. Salah finds it hard to say. When he finally speaks, his words are accompanied by, it's really good stuff, you know? I like it. All right, moving on. So you have a scene and you have to give exposition. You have to bring the audience up to speed. You have to develop character relationships very quickly because you're moving along in the plot. And there is a scene here. And on the page, I'm on page 62. I don't know where you are, but it's interior, command tent, Tanis Diggs, night. Belloc, Schilliman, I don't know if I said it right, probably not, the ranking Nazi, and Schilliman's aide, Gobler, come into the tent, which is full of charts and maps, drawings of the Ark, radio equipment, liquor, and food. The men have been out digging for the well all day. They are tired, discouraged, testy. In all matters, Gobler shows his alliance to Schilliman against Belloc with small looks and body language. The Frenchman has disappointed them, and he is feeling the isolation of a scapegoat. Belloc gets himself a drink as Schilliman towels off his face. Then you have the dialogue that basically spells out their relationship. It basically gives you a little bit of exposition about where we are in the story and what's going on. Good stuff. You need it. And sometimes you just need it. In this case, they do it in a tent at night. They're static. It's just talking heads. You could do that on a play. However, on the set, in the movie, if you watch the movie, they're walking. They're following Belloc. They're walking, and there's all this stuff happening in the background and soldiers running in the foreground, and it's a lot of excitement as they're having this dialogue. That's movie making. So if you have a scene where there's lots of dialogue and stuff like that, don't put them in a static position. Have them doing something. Have them going somewhere. And when you have them going somewhere, wouldn't it be cool? You don't have to, but wouldn't it be cool if you had things happening in the foreground and the background, activity and stuff like that, you know? Because that's where they are. That's where the exciting. It's not exciting inside a tent. It's exciting when there's 3,000 people out there digging in the dirt for the Ark, you know?